you into their world. It's not just chickens and the Angus herd. So take off your boots, relax, and go beyond the ranch.
Hi guys, and welcome to a very special, weird edition of the,
do you want to tell what just happened?
Well, what just happened was we were running around like crazy people turning lights on.
I was like sitting here, you started the intro, and I was like, the lights aren't on.
We don't need lights.
Those two are still
We don't need no stinking lights. We look fine, a little shadowy, but actually I can go turn it on. Hey, entertain the folks.
Hi everyone, how are you guys doing today? I thought you turned that one on.
It's not plugged in. We'll get there. Seeing as this is a weird day anyway, and it's been a is this one on?
Yeah, that one's on.
Okay. Does it need to be moved?
It's fine. No, don't put it so close.
Okay.
I don't like it when it's like it's just right out of frame and it's super bright in my face.
All right. Hey, hi guys. We're back. So it's the Super Bowl 2020 kickoff pregame BTR OWL weekly roundup Beyond the Ranch deal.
Oh, and hot mess. Yeah.
It's so the big thing is like this whole studio gets rearranged every time we do podcast.
Yeah.
And this was a podcast week. If you've ever watched one of our video podcasts, all of this stuff gets moved. Lights, cameras. The only thing that doesn't get moved is the couch. I mean, everything gets moved over there, and then we do it all in front of the green screen for the live stream. And what you saw behind us for the green screen this week during the podcast, not the live stream, during the video podcast. So this is the view that you actually see. I always forget to do that. I have to, when I switch the camera, I have to push the button to make the sound work.
Hot mess.
I know it is. It's a weird day. And we're going to talk about it. It's been a weird weekend. So we did our podcast in front of this screen with the cows hanging out. And right now the cows have been fed, and now you can see them. They're making their little mass exodus on the way to get water. They're on their way back to the water tank. So a few of them, how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, coming back down to grab some water. So that's what's happening outside on the ranch. And all this time I thought you were outside. Ken, I told you it's crazy. We're tricky like that. It has been a weird weekend. We've been on the road this weekend. We put on almost 1,200 miles in 36 hours and made our way to Rifle, Colorado, where we had a chance to hang out for, not even really a full day. It was kind of like a half day almost, because we were
9 to 2, 3. I don't know what time we left.
That was a lot of fun though. I've never been to Rifle, Colorado. I've never had to get to Rifle, Colorado. So that was an interesting trip in itself, man. It's nice here today. 40 degrees in Gillette today, Sky King, but what we ran into was weather along I-80 and Rawlins, that area, Muddy Gap, Wyoming into Rawlins was just a horrible mess.
We couldn't get from Casper down to I-80. We had to go a different route, like through a wind tunnel. And we literally went through a wind tunnel because there was actually I can show you. I pulled us, and this was part of the wind tunnel that we went through.
And there's windmills, so it's a wind tunnel. Literally, you go through this area, and the wind is just moving through there, and so is the snow and everything else. So
and the way down the roads were crap. Like, we had a lot of ground drifting. There was a lot of ice. There'd been snow like the day before. Yesterday the roads were dry, but on the way back we could not, interstate from around Rawlins is still not open, and so we could not go just north out of Rifle and then up through Wyoming. We had to go to Denver and then up I-25, but I-25 was closed all day to semis to...
Oh my gosh, we saw all kinds of semis sleeping.
Like
taking naps. Like a dozen of them taking a nap. I wish it was dark, so we didn't take any pictures of that, but there's nothing a little bit more disconcerting as you're heading down the interstate, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4 semis just laying on their sides from the wind.
And we saw several of them, and then there was 4 centered right around an off ramp, and it was on a hill, and the wind was just pushing us, and there was still 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts when we went through there. They had 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Yeah. It was for a while.
And y'all truckers are crazy because we would still see there's trucks laying in the ditch, and then here comes a truck going right by, and it's like, where are you? Why? What is the point? But it's insane.
We get to see a lot. Well, it was dark for most of the drive because we did not leave here until like 1 o'clock on Friday. We left Rifle at 3 or 4 yesterday. Well, we almost made it to Denver by 6.
Yeah.
So we left at like 3 or something. It was a lot of driving, though.
It was a lot of driving, but it was a lot of fun. Erin got a chance to do a little speech about, or a little class actually, about gardening in the high tunnel, and hang out with quite a few people and talk about gardening in the high tunnel and that kind of thing. And then you were on a panel, which was for marketing
your produce,
and how you do that. And then we had a chance to do the keynote address together in front of a trailer with hay bales on it, which is very oddly familiar. We've done that a few times. So that was a lot of fun. And if you ever do get a chance to, if you ever do get a chance to come and hang out with us, we had subscribers pretty much from all over kind of the Rifle area. We had Gary Oakman came over from Salt Lake City. He wanted to meet us. He took the 5-hour, I think he said it was a 5-hour drive.
It was closer than us. Like when he said Salt Lake, I was like, oh my gosh, that's so far. But it was actually less driving than what we had to do. So.
Right. So he got a great guy, super fan, came and hung out with us for the day, awesome. and a lot of fun. So I would definitely do it again. We will be traveling more in the upcoming months. In fact, I will be in Tulare, California on the 12th of February here for the World Ag Expo. So if you have a chance to come down that way and hang out with me, I'll be at the BCS booth. BCS invited me to come down and hang out with them and talk about some of their products and some new products that they have coming out, which are pretty dang cool too. So we're going to debut some stuff for BCS tractors. That's the little 2-wheel tractor that we push around, and we'll be playing our videos and hanging out and just kind of having fun. So that's going to be pretty cool. So if you get a chance to hang out with us during that. Today is Groundhog's Day, which I totally forgot about. I didn't even watch the movie, which I should have, but
we didn't even get home until 12:30.
We didn't get home until today.
Yeah.
We were home today.
I'm tired.
So, but it is Groundhog Day, and you said the groundhog saw his shadow or didn't see his shadow?
He didn't see his shadow. The one in Pennsylvania.
Puxatawny Phil, yeah.
But so my question is, it's frickin' sunny here.
Yeah, he would have seen a shadow here.
So is he predicting winter, spring for all of us?
Or just for that general region? It could be.
Can someone explain to me how this works? Because it's sunny here.
He's a local weatherman. He's not a national. He's not Al Roker.
But they make such a big deal out of it that, you know.
It's a rat that tells the weather, basically.
I mean, that's probably as scientific as the real weather.
I've actually known some weathermen. A couple of them were rats. So yeah, I've known a few.
So does anyone know how this works?
Nobody knows how anything works.
Yeah, I mean, we do have winter for a month still. We came down I-70 from Rifle down into Denver, which was an interesting drive yesterday. I'd never done like the Vail, Aspen, all those. I'd never seen that. I've never been out of Denver that way. I've never really actually, we go to Denver and then I've never really gone.
We go to Denver and get on a plane and leave Denver.
Yeah, I've never really gone anywhere outside of Denver and stuff, so that was interesting to see all the ski resorts and all that craziness, and all the traffic was stupid.
It's funny, like on our way down, we had to kind of go through some backwoods, but we went through Steamboat Springs on our way down, and we saw the mass exodus of people leaving Denver to go to Steamboat Springs for the weekend or for the night or whatever, however that works.
Yeah.
The amount of traffic is just insane, and then you get out, then we get it back on I-70 and we get out to Rifle, and things calm down. Rifle's kind of more of a agricultural type community, and out of that touristy Aspen Vail stuff, and then we had to come back through it, and you just kind of twitch the whole time. I'm just not a huge fan.
But when we stopped for dinner kind of right on the outskirts of Denver somewhere, and we got out of the car and it was 58 degrees, and we were like, oh my gosh, this is so nice. It felt like springtime, and it's been really, the whole way home I was kind of mad because like it was warm, right? And like we had a great day in Rifle, but we were in a building all day. And then like even when we got home at 12:30, it was still in the 40s. And I was like, we wasted a whole nice day in the car. Could have done so much outside stuff.
I know, it was crazy. Let's take a few questions here. Our plan is to just kind of do this like normal. We're going to hang out here until about quarter till or so and get a chance to answer some questions. We're going to talk about the upcoming Super Bowl of commercials, and we already talked about Groundhog Day. So, who did I pick for the best commercial? It's either going to be Budweiser or. Actually, I've been so disappointed. I'm not even going to talk about the games. I don't really care about who's playing and whatnot. But the commercials have been disappointing. But we'll get to all that.
Have you even watched them?
The commercials?
I hate that you can watch them beforehand.
You what?
You haven't watched this year's commercials. You're talking about
last year's. Yeah, I haven't watched this year's commercials. I've had a bunch of people send me this year's commercials already because they're like, oh, just watch them, and I feel like that's kind of cheating, right? Like, if you don't have a mouthful of like nachos and chicken wings while you're watching a commercial, are you really watching a commercial?
No.
If the groundhog sees his shadow in Puxatawny, PA, does it really mean that we're going to have? Let's get that backwards. So if he sees his shadow, is it 6 more weeks of winter? Or if he sees his shadow, it's early spring?
No, I don't remember.
Somebody clear it up for us. It's pretty crazy. Thank you very much to Anthony Cruz for the $5 super chat. Sunny and 55 here in northern Iowa. It's been in the high 20s for the past month and a half. The wind chill. So yeah, I mean, the weather. We're warming up now, but we've got a storm on the way.
We have a blizzard warning.
Yeah, but it's 40 degrees outside.
Like, I don't know if the kids are going to go to school tomorrow.
Maybe not. They might cancel it.
Depends on when the storm starts.
Yeah. Okay. Should have Zach Johnson for this live stream. We've had Zach on this. Zach. We've had Zach on this live stream before. We have. Zach's been here. Andy Detweiler's been here. Cody Creelman's been here. Breed Flake has been here. So yeah, and we have some more guests coming up eventually. Erin's been here almost every single one. I've been here for almost every single one. So yeah. Let's see. The other day, first calf is due right around April 1st or 2nd. So
somebody was asking if we still have the Aero Quip. We do.
The Aero Quip's still here. We're going to be doing some more work with them coming up, hopefully. So that is still here. Bengalator asked that one. How many people do we have here in the live stream? I have no idea. It's probably going to be a slow day, so that's good. I kind of like that. Yes, and Michael McDonald does point out Reed Flake does have a new YouTube channel. Reed's channel got hacked here a couple weeks ago, and we sent out a thing on Facebook and let people know that his channel did get hacked, but he started a new channel now, and it is Reed Video, if you go check it out. So you can still subscribe to Reed there and catch back up with what he's doing. I'm not sure if he's going to repost all his videos. There is a chance that YouTube could bring back his channel as well. I think
it's just a process.
It's just a long process. He ended up getting hacked and then deleted. Somebody deleted his account.
I mean, nothing's ever really gone. It's just a process with YouTube to get that back.
Exactly. So that's why we always say, like, go sign up for the newsletter. Follow us on Facebook, because if something does happen, poof, we're gone. We have no way of contacting you and saying, "Hey, Linda, we didn't quit. Something happened." So if you're not subscribed to the newsletter or Facebook or something along those lines, there's no way for us to really tell you. So
well, and we do have a website, we have Facebook, we have Instagram, we have Twitter. I mean, we have all that stuff, and Reed has the same stuff too. But everything's Our Wyoming Life. So if we ever do go missing,
you just search Our Wyoming Life and you'll find out.
There's plenty of ways to find us. And we've done that purposefully, because there's always, from the very beginning, that there is obviously the potential for us to lose accounts, and we do have some controls in place so that doesn't happen. I mean, we do have multiple people that that are admins or whatever, and then the biggest way that they hack people, and I've seen it happen to channels big or small, is they get you with emails that look very official and very much so like Google, and like, click on this, we need to verify your security, and you type in your password, and it no fault, these people are very smart. Like, it looks very much like it comes directly from YouTube or from Google, and you have to verify your account, or they ask some sort of security question, and you put in your password, and then they have access. So don't click on sketchy emails, but they don't look sketchy, and that's the tricky thing. I don't know if that's what happened to Reed, but I've seen from other YouTubers that have lost channels. I followed one YouTuber that she lost her monetization.
That's what you think would happen. So if somebody got your password, they would just take your monetization and send it to them, and that's what happened to her.
So that's a different account for us too. Like AdSense is run through a whole different system, but still obviously part of Google. But yeah, I mean, we have different logins and stuff for different things. But yeah, they got her AdSense, not her channel. Her channel was fine, but all of her money was being sent to Africa.
Yeah.
So like that's a big bummer. So you know, you don't want to be posting videos and have your monetization taken somewhere else.
Yeah,
so.
Exactly. And you can keep track of that for yourselves. I mean, if you get an email that's sketchy looking, don't click on things.
Yeah.
Don't click on things in emails in general if you don't know the person that it came from, whether it's a picture or whatever. Ken asked if we come and stay at the Airbnb, what kind of work do you have planned for us? We'll see.
Mean, that's not what we're doing. I mean, it's just a place to stay. At this point, we don't have like a work program where people can come.
No, I mean, it'll be. I don't know, honestly. We're still kind of working out some of the details and stuff like that. I mean, if you come and stay in the Airbnb, I mean, you'll get, some behind-the-scenes stuff that nobody else ever sees, that's for sure.
If you're here on a farm store day, the farm store will be open. You're more than welcome to come and visit and hang
But there
out.
is like an insurance risk with just having people come out and work. I mean, there's those kind of issues. So,
and that's not something that we're doing right now. Like, we just want to get the Airbnb open so that you guys can come and stay on the ranch. But it's not a dude ranch yet. We're not a working vacation
ranch. I don't know what you would call it. It wouldn't be a dude ranch anyway, because
we're not.
You'd be out fixing fence. Honestly, if we had people come and work, they would never come back. Like, this is horrible. I came out and you put me on fence for 8
Well, and
hours.
like sometimes it's not super exciting around here.
Sometimes.
Well, sometimes we spend a lot of time working on YouTube stuff. Like that's not exciting for you guys.
Let's see. Phil says if he sees a shadow, it's 6 more weeks of winter. If he doesn't, then it's an early spring.
You want it to be cloudy.
Right.
It's the opposite.
It's the opposite, so that makes sense. So here he would have seen a shadow, and we would have had, it's only 6 more weeks of winter. Here it's might as well be like 3 more months of winter, like 6 more weeks. Really? They got it easy back there. Even if he does see a shadow, it's like, oh, it's only 6 more weeks. I can deal with that. We're talking like May for us most of the time sometimes.
We literally sent our kids to school on the last day of school last year in May with their winter coats and snow boots.
And snow boots, and they were snow on the ground.
And I was worried that we were going to have to cancel and have a makeup day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So if we have 6 weeks, that would be great. We can sign liability forms. Yeah, I mean, that's obviously like when we do Ranch Roundup, we sign liability forms. Those only provide you so much protection. Yep. So we have to have a lot more insurance.
Yeah,
which costs a lot more money.
It's like a ski resort. Chances are you're going to get hurt. Maybe. So. Would there be fresh cow and vegetables from your farm? Oh, of course. Yeah, I mean, the farm store is always open. We've talked about doing like if somebody stays in the ranch house, there's hamburger and stuff like that in the freezer, that kind of thing.
Well, that was if we did like a working thing. If you just come and stay, like, the farm store will be open.
Yeah, true.
I mean, I don't want to mislead you guys and have you guys do it and think that, like, it's not a bed and breakfast. It's not like an all-inclusive, like, it's a house that you can rent.
Yeah, and it's a chance to stay on the ranch, be part of the ranch, be able to drive around the ranch, look at stuff and like that, but like not...
It's not a working vacation.
It's not a dude ranch.
Yeah.
It can't be that. I mean,
no.
Somebody would get hurt.
Again, we don't want to mislead you. Like, it's not a chance to come and hang out with us for 8 hours and just sit in the shop or, and hang out. Like, that's like, we still have to maintain our everyday normal lives, which is why, like, it's not a working vacation opportunity yet.
Yeah.
So, like, we still have to do all the 9 million things that we have to do every day in our lives. Will we say hi, and do we want to get a chance to meet you guys? Absolutely. Can we maybe have a cup of coffee? Sure, but...
Yeah, it's tough to take an entire day away.
We'll see how it goes. Like, we want to provide you guys as many opportunities to get to explore the ranch life and escape the ordinary. But at this point, like, it's just... I feel stretched thin so many days.
You have to drive to Rifle, Colorado, and turn around and drive straight back home. They thought we were crazy for doing
They
that.
did, but I was like, we got stuff to do. And then even after we're done with this, you're going to go to the grocery store for me. I've got some stuff that I still need to make for the farm store. Opens back up on Tuesday after our holiday break. And I was just going to go tomorrow after I drop Lincoln off at school, but we potentially have a blizzard. So you're going to go. I'm going to go do some more prep stuff. And we're going to go watch Super Bowl.
Yeah, we're going to go watch some ads, which leads me right into our next... Stupid audio. Are you ready for some ads from the Super Bowl? When I look back at the Super Bowl and the ads during the Super Bowl, there's really only one ad during the Super Bowl that actually struck people. And if you watched it back in 2013, was it 2013?
No,
yeah,
it had to have been 14.
14?
Yeah.
Okay, 2014 maybe. Somebody can look it up. That the Paul Harvey farmer. What is it? What was the ad? What was it called?
God Made a Farmer.
God Made a Farmer. There we go. Boy, I just drew a blank there. Was the really the only Super Bowl ad, and it's weird because now I watch Super Bowl and I'm like, is something going to beat that, right?
Yeah.
And
I mean, it's obviously like I think they did an amazing job. That Paul Harvey, when he narrated that, I mean, that made farming relatable to every day. But like being in that industry, it was like he nailed it. Like it was. I mean,
that speech was actually written by Paul Harvey back in the 70s. We're going to talk more about it here in a minute. But back in the late 70s, Paul Harvey wrote that speech, and he gave it at an FFA convention, is where he gave that speech. So we got permission from Ram Trucks to actually play this today because some people haven't seen it for a long time. Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and play it.
And on the 8th day, God looked down on his planned paradise and said, I need a caretaker. So God made a farmer. God said, I need somebody willing to get up before dawn, milk cows, work all day in the fields, milk cows again, eat supper, then go to town and stay past midnight at a meeting of the school board. So God made a farmer. God said, I need somebody willing to sit up all night with a newborn colt and watch it die, then dry his eyes and say, maybe next year. I need somebody who can shape an axe handle from a persimmon sprout, shoe a horse with a hunk of car tire, who can make harness out of hay, wire, feed sacks, and shoe scraps, who planting time and harvest season will finish his 40-hour week by Tuesday noon, and then painin' from tractor back put in another 72 hours. So God made a farmer. God said, I need somebody strong enough to clear trees and heave bales, yet gentle enough to yean lambs and wean pigs and tend the pink-combed pullets, who will stop his mower for an hour to splint the broken leg of a meadowlark. So God made a farmer. It had to be somebody who'd plow deep and straight and not cut corners. Somebody to seed, weed, feed, breed, and rake and disc and plow and plant and tie the fleece and strain the milk. Somebody who'd bale a family together with the soft, strong bonds of sharing. Who would laugh and then sigh and then reply with smiling eyes when his son says that he wants to spend his life doing what Dad does. So God made a farmer.
I remember when that when that aired during the Super Bowl, and like everybody stopped.
I remember, we were sitting on the couch, like we had some friends over, we were eating chicken wings.
A mouthful.
I remember everybody just kind of stopping. And I think I've heard the Paul Harvey, the poem and stuff before, but the visualizations that they put with it, and it was just really a good commercial. Probably, I think you're right, the best Super Bowl commercial ever.
Yeah. So some interesting things about that, and we are actually going to share that a little here when we're done with the live stream. We'll share it on Facebook, and we're asking you to go to Facebook and reshare that video. Not for us, and not for really even us as farmers. But one of the really cool things about that YouTube video, as it's posted on YouTube, that most people don't know, is that Ram Trucks made a deal with the American FFA, the Future Farmers of America Association, which benefits kids that want to become farmers and ranchers. Every 1 million views that video gets, Ram Trucks donates $100,000 to the FFA.
Oh, wow.
That video up until this point has 23 million views. So because of that video, $2.3 million has been donated from Ram Trucks to the FFA. So if you get a chance, jump on Facebook after we're done here. Give us a few minutes because it takes time to push the buttons. But we are going to...
We should have scheduled it.
We should have scheduled it. We're going to share that to Facebook and just reshare it. Just keep on sharing it, keep on spreading it around, because that money not only helps educate people about farmers and ranchers, because that's one thing that I really liked was when it aired during the Super Bowl. I think part of the effect was that you knew the whole world was watching that, and people that had no connection to agriculture whatsoever stopped to watch it, because everybody had a connection to Paul Harvey, right?
Yes.
So. I remember as a kid, we would sit in the car to listen to Paul Harvey. Be late for stuff.
Yeah, I remember.
Be late for appointments because you're like,
Paul Harvey's on.
I have to hear the rest of the story. Why am I late why are you late to your appointment? Why didn't you get to school on time? Well, I had to hear the rest of the story. I think it
was on at noon.
It was right around noon. Yeah, so you'd miss stuff. You'd be out, you'd be late getting back to work because I don't know when Paul Harvey, when they stopped doing it, but his son did it for a little while, and maybe he still does. But yeah, it was.
We don't really listen to the radio.
I don't listen to a whole lot of radio. I don't have a whole lot of time to do anything. I mean, it's the same thing with football. I don't watch football. I don't have time to watch football very often.
Not sports people.
Not huge sports people. But yeah, it's very interesting that Ram Truck is still willing to do that. They're still doing it. So very cool that they can donate for the FFA. So the rest of the story is yet to be told on us, but we have a lot more coming up for you. Let's see. On Tuesday, we're going to take a look at reopening the farm store. On our Wyoming Life, we're going to look at that.
Pending the blizzard.
Yeah.
Blizzard should be over, so we should be able to open on Tuesday.
FFA does not stand for Future Farmers of America because only 2% of people went on to the agricultural community, so FFA means FFA. Sorry, my FFA advisor yells at us sometimes for saying it means that. Okay. Thanks, Caden. Appreciate that. Susan, thank you for the $20 super chat. Here's to all of our farmers across the nation. Thank you very much. That looks like a GoPro Hero 8 on the back shelf. Oh, this one? Yeah, that's the new GoPro. It's got the stabilization built into it.
I should change up the background.
What's that? Oh, you got to change up the shelf stuff?
Just put some new stuff up there.
We should do it seasonally.
Who's got time for that?
Who does have time for that? What do you have going on the rest of the day?
I gotta get ready for Farm Store.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Farm Store reopens this week.
I'm glad to be reopening. It was very nice to take the break. I felt like I needed the break from the Farm Store. It'll be interesting to get back in the routine of it. The kids have sports activities 3 nights. Well, not sports. They have ice skating 2 nights a week, piano 1 night a week. It's going to be tricky trying to organize all of that. And the farm store is open until 6. We have to leave here by 5 for ice skating. So it's just going to be tricky trying to get back into to the routine of things, but I'm excited to be able to be open again for our customers. I have a crap ton of eggs.
That's a technical term just used for eggs?
I made a crap ton of pickled eggs to deal with all the crap ton of eggs, but I still have a ton of fresh eggs. I think we'll probably have an egg special the first day. I think I'm glad to be getting back into the swing of things. We don't have any produce. I might have some carrots in the high tunnel if I can get to the high tunnel. I haven't really checked that high tunnel for a while because we were on break. Yeah. And it kind of just does its thing in the wintertime. Are you excited for the farm store to open again?
I am. Yeah, it's nice, and it's nice to get the traffic coming back out, and you see something leaving the ranch. You know, it's kind of like that. You know, we're actually giving back. You know, putting something back into the community once again. We're selling beef. We're selling pork. It's been weird not having people in and out and constant traffic, and that it's been quiet. It's been good, but it's also been kind of weird.
Yeah, like I know, like my customers that come out every couple weeks for eggs and stuff. Like I know they're all out of eggs and. Yeah, I mean, I'm excited just to be able to reconnect with our customers and see everybody again.
Yeah, exactly. We had a couple questions about stuff back here.
Really?
The pink on the jackalope, those are Grace's glasses, so she did kind of decorate a little bit there.
Yeah, it's just sunglasses.
Yeah, and Hello Kitty sunglasses. The sign back here behind Erin says we should move this because your head kind of blocks it.
Well,
it says
really hard to see.
this was actually given to us by our friend JB Weld. I'm sorry, did I roll my eyes out loud? And I think that was the only couple of questions we had there about what's going on behind us. But yeah, somebody said we should have the kids decorate it. That would be kind of cool. Have them.
Oh gosh.
You don't trust their interior decorating abilities at all, do you? I mean, they decorated their room.
Have you seen their rooms?
That's what they call decorating. You just throw crap on the floor, you put some on the walls. That's decorating for kids.
Such a mess. All three of the rooms are.
Was your room clean constantly when you were a little kid?
No, I mean it is what it is. It's just it's a struggle that I've lost the battle. I've not even just lost the battle. I've lost the war. Literally lost. Don't you like Lincoln's room is the worst?
Yeah, but he has like weird toys. Like he has bigger toys.
He has a
The girls
full-size
like
crane.
little like trinkets and stuff, right? Lincoln has trucks and things that like pile up.
Oh gosh, there's someone here.
Oh, speak of the devil. Hey, buddy.
What's up, dude?
I want to play with Play-Doh.
You want to play with Play-Doh? Okay. You can go play with Play-Doh.
Do you want to come here and say hi?
Well,
No. Come here.
I don't want to play with Play-Doh.
Well, I don't have any Play-Doh.
Oh, I mean, Play-Doh down there.
Well, go play with the Play-Doh downstairs.
But I can't reach it. It's too high.
It's too high?
What Play-Doh is too high? There's a drawer of Play-Doh.
Well, I mean, if an ice cream Play-Doh.
Oh, I'll get that when we're done. We're
Oh, the
almost
ice
done.
cream Play-Doh set.
Yeah, that's in the pantry on the top.
Okay,
shelf.
we'll get that when we're done, okay?
I want Daddy to get it.
Okay, when Daddy's done.
Okay.
Get out your other Play-Doh.
Bye, Lincoln.
Say bye.
Bye. So did you. Hey, Lincoln, everybody says hi. Bye-bye. All right.
Yeah, Legos, Linda, Legos everywhere. His problem is like we have full size, like we have like a giant dump truck and a crane that is this long
And stands 5 feet tall. Yeah, that's
tall.
ridiculous.
Like, I mean, his stuff is just so big and he's so messy. But he just said, I would really like a good clean up my room.
Yeah. Hey, Scott, thank you very much. I did see your calf report. I'll shoot you an email back on that. It's been kind of busy, so I haven't had a chance to kind of catch up with that.
Super chat from JB Weld.
Oh, yeah. What is the Owl Gang doing for Super Bowl? We will actually, when we get done here, I'm going to town to get groceries, but that's for the farm store,
That's
right?
for like ice cream and cookies.
For the Super Bowl? We're having ice cream at Super Bowl?
No, for farm store.
Oh, for farm store, okay. And then, but we're going up to your mom's house.
She's making food.
Yeah, she watches football. She has that kind of time. And we're...
Some people just like football.
I know,
Like, if
I
we
know.
liked it, we would probably watch it.
But she always has a Super Bowl party every year and invites a few friends over. Gary and Susan will be over. I don't know who else, but I know that Gary and Susan will be there. And so we'll get a chance to hang out with them and have a little bit of fun. So it'll be interesting. Thank you, JB.
Yeah, thank you.
Let's see. Lincoln, show us your fart gun. I don't know where the fart gun is. It's been lost for
You should
all
just
time.
see his room.
Let's see. I saw a couple other ones.
The nice thing is when we clean his room, we'll find all the toys again that he likes to play with, and then he'll mess it right back up again.
Paul asked if we ship jerky to Ontario. Actually, we can't because it's USDA inspected. It's not inspected. It's a different type of USDA inspected where it can't ship across country borders.
Yes, I think some USDA stuff can ship across borders. our Sturgis Meats is not, and then it also has to go to a different, like a fulfillment center where they actually have
They do like a reinspection on it or something. It's like a weird. It's like importing it. Basically, we have to be able to import it into Canada, and
we can't do
talk
that.
about a pain in the butt. So maybe someday we'll be able to do it. I know
if you
that.
come to the farm store, though, you can purchase it and you can take it across.
Yeah,
but
yeah, you
it's
can do
just
that.
the sale has to happen within the States.
Yeah.
Does he need a new fart gun? No, he has 2. I don't need any more fart guns.
Kids are so great. From James, kids are so great at that age, and then I think they become possessed by a poltergeist. You can kind of see that. That's funny. All right. Yeah, feel free to ask any questions. We're getting ready to hang things up because we do have to get going for today. But we didn't want to miss our live stream, obviously, with the Super Bowl coming up and then Groundhog's Day. That's a big day. I should have done if I was thinking of it. And honestly, I totally forgot about Groundhog Day. Is it Groundhogs or Groundhog?
Well, there's one hog.
Okay, so it's a Groundhog Day. There's one groundhog that matters. We could have done like a cow thing. Like, does Bambi see her shadow?
Yes.
Yeah, of course she does, because she casts a huge shadow. Does she care about her shadow? That's a whole different question. She probably just thinks it's her friend that follows her around, but I don't know. Groundhog Day. There we go.
Do you think cows are aware of their shadow?
I don't know.
I remember,
Are kids aware of their shadow? I mean, they are at
remember
a
when
certain
all
point.
3 of them went through that. Like,
Yeah, they
what
figured
is
it
my
out.
shadow? And start prairie dogs.
Prairie dog day.
Pew,
Yeah.
pew, pew.
Did that dog see its shadow? Let's go ask it.
Right in the face.
The last thing that went through its mind.
Have some special oats. That wasn't very nice.
No. What were we talking about?
Kids seeing their shadows.
Oh yeah. Eventually, yeah. I remember when Mackenzie was like, she figured out her shadow thing. It
I
kind of
remember all
freaked her
3
out.
of them
Yeah.
did it. Yeah, they all went through that where they saw their shadows. Scott, thank you for the thumbs up animation thingy, my Robert.
Oh my gosh, where'd that guy come from? I've never seen one of those before. That's new.
They have new stickers and stuff.
Do they?
I don't know how.
I don't know. There's that weird thing, and YouTube keeps on trying to get me to do it. Is the subscription deal for our channel, where you can subscribe to subscribe to our Wyoming Life for $5 or whatever it is a month, and then you get like a bunch of extra stuff, like you get videos early, or you get like a weird sticker for your name, that kind of thing. They keep on trying to get me to do
But you'd
it.
have to subscribe to BTR because we have 2 channels and.
Well, we're not eligible on BTR for it.
Oh well, we don't do live streams on.
No, it's for like all stuff, like even like when you make a comment on a regular video, like it'll put like a little sticker on it and kind of weird stuff. I don't know. I've kind of been fighting doing it, so.
We already have Patreon.
Exactly.
Yeah, it is 02/02/2020. So it's forward and backwards.
Oh.
Is that a palindrome? Palindrome?
Yeah, I think that's a palindrome. Yeah, it won't happen for another 101 years.
That's cool.
We won't see that. Did the jackalope see his shadow? See, that's what we could have done too, man. I should have been on the game for the shadow thing.
We didn't get home till 12:38.
Yeah, it was a late night, so. I'm rooting for a nice long nap. Yeah, no kidding. Grow room is actually sitting right where we left it, Kyle.
We have a bunch of stuff in our garage.
Yeah, it's all ready to start be putting together.
I still don't have. Do we have light bulbs?
We have light bulbs. They came.
They came.
So
Did you open
everything's.
it to see if they were broken?
No, I trusted UPS.
Yeah, don't do that.
But yeah, it's. I still have to put another coat of paint up, like the regular. That was all primer that I got all over the place, and then one more coat of paint, and then start putting stuff together, and it's good to go. So maybe that'll be a project for this week. I don't know. We'll find out.
Yeah. I gotta. I've got stuff started in the basement, so once we're done, we gotta. And we're taking the lights that are downstairs and putting them in the grow room. So, and we've got new lights also. So there is some reconfiguring of old and new and.
Oh yeah, true. Figure out some new things.
So.
Yeah, it's going to be a long, not a long. I think this, in the end of winter here, which will happen. according to a groundhog, pretty fast. But we know it's not going to be. It's going to be winter until May. So the winter until May, and then so winter spring, winter/spring, they interchange. One day it'll be spring, next day it'll be winter.
And we get through February and like March occasionally.
March is pretty nice.
Some promising days.
And then everything goes to hell in April usually. So we'll see. But these next few months are going to be pretty busy as we're trying to get stuff lined up for the new season and the high tunnels, that kind of thing. And then, get all that done, and then we're back into calving. Calving will be here before we know it. So
this is like. Once I feel like February comes around and we start planting and getting ready, it's like that little tiny bit of winter, which is December and January probably like the slowest, but they're not slow. Like probably January is like our slowest month, but like once we get into February, it's on.
It is. It's crazy. So, all right, guys, we're going to hang things up. Thank you very much for the super chats. Thank you to our moderators, Bill the Tractor Man, Matt Fensel here, William Dunn, Lori Hable was in here, I do believe. Thank you very much for coming in and keeping us on track and making sure that we know that we're safe.
Stay safe from the blizzard, William.
Yeah.
Don't blow over.
Blizzard on the way down there. Holy smokes. Other than that, we're pretty much going to wrap things up for today. We will be back on Tuesday on the Wyoming Life channel with a new video. We will have a new video on Friday, and then we'll be back here again on Sunday for our regular. What?
Yeah, and then you're gone again the next week.
Yeah.
So much travel right now.
I know, right? It's going to be crazy. So thank you guys. You guys have a great evening. Enjoy the Super Bowl. Enjoy the commercials. Maybe Paul Harvey will come out of retirement. I'll make a few. Well, he's not going to come out of retirement, but maybe maybe Dodge Ram will bring the video, the commercial back. Who knows? We'll see. And be sure to go to Facebook and share the video that we're going to put up so that we can get some more funds heading towards the FFA. All right. Thanks, guys. Have a great night. Great day. Man, I'm losing my mind.
Go pregame party hard.
Yeah, there you go.
Take a nap.
Take it easy. We'll see you next time right here on Beyond the Ranch.